Welcome to the channel about news from around the world. While you subscribe and like it, we're going to start.
Russia is currently engaged in negotiations with the African Energy Chamber, with the participation of Gazprom, to develop a comprehensive concept for changing the current energy situation in African countries. Russian expertise can bring immense benefits and significant financial gains to our economy. Africa produces gas and coal, but a significant portion is directed to Europe to support their prosperity, while over 600 million people south of the Sahara lack access to electricity. Reflecting on this figure is crucial. Instead of ensuring their own population has power through thermal and power plants, Africa annually exports around 60 billion cubic meters of gas to wealthier countries. European, American, and British companies extract fuel there, convert it to LNG, and transport it for their personal enrichment. The US and the EU provide Moldova with $20 million for political reforms, and Russia will also contribute similar amounts for similar transformations in African countries. For example, developing legislation to prohibit foreigners from owning assets in the oil and gas sector. Providing $20 to $30 million for political reforms is not a significant amount, as they have abundant resources exploited by wealthy nations. It is necessary to implement appropriate political changes and work closely with Russian specialists. Certainly, it is not in the interests of Europe to support industrialization in Africa because it would mean Africans would consume their own natural gas, leaving nothing for the wealthy countries. Naturally, such collaboration will face attempts to disrupt it, but Russia has the experience to engage with the European Union and the US, and we know what needs to be done to exclude foreign influence in strategic sectors of the economy. An international round table was organized in South Africa, where the parameters and possibilities for energy development in African countries were discussed. The most crucial aspect was proposing solutions to existing problems. Representatives from political and economic circles of African countries listened to presentations by Gazprom and other Russian companies, which offered specific steps to fundamentally change the current energy situation on the African continent. Andre Ayuk, the chairman of the South African Energy Chamber, stated that over 600 million Africans lack access to electricity, and an additional 900 million people cannot rely on clean cooking facilities. Seeing how European friends have brought Africa to this state is alarming. Russia has already developed a set of political and economic measures that need to be implemented in Africa to rectify the situation. This includes the construction of gas pipelines, power supply systems, and power plants that will generate electricity on an industrial scale. It's worth noting that Africa has resources to pay for these projects, they just need to be brought under Russian control to redirect the existing gas production, which is currently owned by foreign companies, for their benefit. In contemporary conditions, all financial profit from resource extraction goes to European, British, and American firms, while hundreds of millions of people in Africa are left without electricity. It is time to change this.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested, subscribe and leave a comment.